body bags where horror lies.
Yo, what is up everybody? Welcome to Body Bags. My name is Steven from ShockExtreme Productions and ShockExtreme1 on YouTube, and thank you once again for joining us. Alrighty, so we are currently in week 14, and this week we finally have a theme week going, so it's actually hospital week. Haven't seen too many hospital films if you like scratch off Halloween 2, and just pretty much asylum movies, you know, movies taking place in mental asylums. But overall, not really many hospital movies. Moods actually was going to do this one, but he was like, you know, I'm going to save this for another day. You could take it if you want. So I was like, fine by me. This one was put out by Slasher Video in 2012, made in 1987 by director Nick Millard, or Nick Phillips as he goes by in this movie. And that's his infamous shot-on-video movie, Death Nurse. Yeah, it's a shot-on-video movie, so many people know off the bat if it's good for being shot on video or if it just plainly sucks. The plot of this is you have these two people. You have Nurse Edith Mortley along with her brother Dr. Gordon, and pretty much they run this place called Shady Palms Clinic, and they pretty much get these people from, I believe, the county or the state to transfer people to them in order to take care of them. So it's almost like a rehabilitation clinic, but the way Edith and Gordon do their job is they pretty much experiment on their patients. They pretty much operate on them, you know, whether it be brain transplants or whatever, and they end up torturing and killing most of their patients. And there's just a lot of weird shit going on in between, so I'm gonna leave the plot at that. My thoughts on this movie: it's a shot-on-video movie, so it's either going to be good for shot-on-video fans or just going to suck for anybody else, basically. I have one basic nitpick at this film, and that is the amount of stock footage used in this movie. It's not like you won't notice it, it sticks out like a sore thumb. It's almost like Star Wars with the special editions, how they would include new digital scenes. The stock footage in this movie sticks out like a sore thumb. It's only a 60-minute film, and there's tons of stock footage in this movie, which eats up maybe 20 minutes, so in total it's pretty much like a 40-minute film. Stock footage wasn't shot by another filmmaker, but used in this one. It was footage from Nick Millards' own films, either Crazy Fat Ethel or Criminally Insane. And there's scenes in this movie where Edith Mortley takes a few naps. You know, it makes sense if she took one nap, but she takes many naps throughout this film, and they make no sense whatsoever. She takes a nap, and it goes into footage of her in Criminally Insane or Crazy Fat Ethel. And the scenes make no sense whatsoever. They have no point in being in this movie. It's okay for a shot-on-video movie. For me, I really don't care about it, because I really don't want to critique at this movie because I love it for being shot on video. But it just doesn't make any sense. There are also scenes where she's feeding the rats in the basement of her house, and, you know, they could have just filmed regular rats with the shot on video camera. VHS camera, what am I saying? Again, stock footage, and it's clearly stock footage because it's shot on 16mm film. It's silent when she's feeding the rats, but when the rats are being filmed, you could hear music, so it's pretty much quiet, music, quiet, music. It's just really bad editing altogether. And then if people have seen this movie, the biggest thing that was stock in this movie was the opening title and the ending title. It was used, once again, from Criminally Insane or Crazy Fat Ethel. And, you know, I'm not sure if it even says Death Nurse in the movie. It has the characters, it says directed by Nick Phillips, but it's so bad how it's done. That's the one nitpick I have of this movie. Other things about it is you could tell immediately that it's just somebody's home being used in a shot-on-video movie. There is no hospital, no clinic, it's just somebody's house they're using it in. The effects, it's a shot-on-video movie, so the effects are going to be nothing special, just a few blood drops or whatever. The characters are pretty funny though. Of course they're little known actors except for Priscilla Alden, who was in, of course, Criminally Insane, Crazy Fat Ethel, and a couple other movies that I can't pinpoint at the top of my head. But there was actually a sequel to this movie, surprisingly, and that's Death Nurse 2. Not going to review this movie because it's pretty much the same thing as Death Nurse. You have the same characters with a few new characters added in. Once again, the same stock footage used again, and the same plot and ending again and again. There was really no reason why Nick Millards didn't do a Death Nurse 3, but if he did, I'd guarantee it would end the same way as Death Nurse and Death Nurse 2, and it could pretty much carry on for a load of other sequels. There are some twists in this movie though, but they really kill the twist instantly after maybe 5 seconds of showing it. From an honest bias, if I have to give the whole series a rating, being honest, I'd probably give it a 5.5 to a 6 out of 10. That's for anybody, including a shot-on-video fan. I still love it. I love it because it's shot-on-video and cheesy, independent. I support all these independent companies, but this one wasn't the best. It's definitely better than Heavy Metal Massacre, of course, but before I end this, I want to say, my friend Jesus Turan from Slasher Video, amazing job with his DVD, both DVDs in fact. He includes a ton of features on these, like you have a commentary with Nick Millards and actress, producer Nick Millards. You have a movie review by my good friend Paul from Slasher Index on YouTube, also from VHScollector.com. Then you have Remembering Priscilla Alden featurette, which is pretty much a tribute to her life, spoken by Nick Millards. Shady Palms Waiting Room, Death Nurse Q&A, Photo Gallery, and more. And on the second DVD, you also have commentary with Nick and Nick Millards, Photo Gallery, Nick and Nick on Death Nurse 2, commentary with Jesus Slasher Video, Brownie Goes Shopping, which is pretty much a character used in Death Nurse 2, the Death Nurse 1 and 2 trailers, coming soon, and more. So, amazing job, Jesus, with the releases for your Slasher Video titles. Not only this, but Boarding House, Cemetery Sisters was your other one. I'm not 100%, but I gotta pick up the rest of your libraries. So, overall, for DVDs, this is probably next to Cam Motion Pictures, the one company that does the best job at putting features on these shot-on-video titles, next to Cam Motion Pictures and Massacre on Video. So that was my review. Hope you all enjoyed. If you like this video, like, subscribe to Body Bags. Definitely more to come soon. Hope you enjoyed it. If you really like it, I'd recommend picking it up for any shot-on-video fan. If you're just a regular fan, then I'd recommend just watching it online because it's not going to be really one you're going to like in your collection that much. So once again, my name is Steven from Shock Extreme Productions. Make sure to check me out on YouTube at ShockExtreme1. And until next time, see y'all next week.